Hey everybody, Frank Bernardo here, owner of recruitingboss.com. I've been in the real estate business for 23 years and I've recruited over 1,000 agents, and I want to help you fix your team, fix your recruiting issues, and help you grow and help you make more money. So that being said, this video is going to really focus on profitability, how to make yourself profitable, your team profitable, your office profitable. And this is probably a conversation that more people should have. And I have done a lot of different things in the recruiting world. I've helped save multiple offices from going out of business, and there's a very specific way to do that. The number one thing people want to focus on when they go into recruiting is they want to recruit producers. I cannot tell you how many times I hear that, and I can't talk people off this ledge. Like, if I tell them anything other than that, they look at me like I'm crazy. And I get it. You want to recruit a producing agent because you want that person that did 10 million in sales at that office to come over and do 10 million in sales at your office or on your team. I get it. That doesn't always happen though. I've had people come from a team or another office and join my team or my office and stopped producing or produced less. And I've also had people at other offices that produce nothing come over and become the number one person in the office. That's because that environment is different than your environment. And if that person's not producing and they come over to you, you may have the support, you may have the environment, you may have everything that person needs to actually produce. And you never know what that person's situation is. So when they come over and they stop producing, there's no guarantee. That's what I'm saying. So if you only go after and you have your blinders on and you're like, I'm only going after producers, you are leaving tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. I'm going to explain to you why. Now, turning your back and not focusing on non-producers and non-licensed people. Your number one agent was a non-licensed person at one time. Now, wouldn't it be cool if you found that person that was going to be the number one person, and then you helped them and they grew and they had loyalty and they stayed with you and you just massively grew your business with one person? That would be awesome, right? Yes, I know. This is the problem, is that let's take these two test offices. These two test offices that I am talking about, they both have 200 or more agents in them. I'm not going to name names. They're big franchises though. The 200 offices have less than 30% actually producing agents. So that's less than 60 people in the office are actually producing. So if you take those less than 60 people, the bottom part of that, they're doing one or half or one or two deals at most. And then the top ones are not producing like they used to because the market has shifted. Some people are doing well, but it's usually just a couple. So now this is the issue and this is the opportunity. You have around 160 agents that are not producing at all, zero. And a lot of offices will have a productivity coach. You should have a productivity coach. You should have a mentor system. You should have something to help people. But most people that are in this position are not qualified to be in this position. And they have a roster of people that are in their programs and they're not producing. And if that is the case, you have to hold these people accountable and you have to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is helping these people become productive and selling homes. And they have to be trained consistently on a daily basis. And if they're not, you need to not have them in that position. I cannot tell you how many times I have had PCs and mentors that just didn't do anything. And they were allowed to run their own program. And they ran it right into the ground. And they were polarizing people in the office. And it was just not good. I have had people that were productivity coaches and they were highly accountable and they were very aggressive and they went after and they actually helped people produce. That does happen. But we, and I'm saying team leaders, will keep someone in that position just because that person wants that position, they want that title, and they're afraid to let them go, that they're going to just leave. I'm here to tell you that if you're afraid that you're going to let somebody go that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, that they're going to leave, that you should probably just let them leave. You need to get somebody in the productivity coach and the mentorship space that is actually going to do the job at a high level. Let me explain. With my program Recruiting Boss, if one person from my system, you recruit one person, brand new, non-licensed, whatever, to my system in your office, and they sell one deal on a 80-20 split, that usually pays for my system for the entire year. That's how valuable that is. Now, if you have 160 agents in a office that is not producing, let me see if I have my stats here. I had some stats here. So yeah, so like if we do some math, let's do some math. 5. If you focus on 5 people out of 160, and the way you find these 5 people, it does take work, it does take time, and this is what everybody's afraid to waste time and waste energy on new people or non-licensed people. But this is where you're stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. Is that if you go through 160 people in your office and you talk to them, you have a one-on-one conversation, you meet with them, and let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to talk to some of these people and they're going to quit. It's just going to happen. But the goal is not to keep them if they're not producing. The goal is to help them produce. So you meet with everybody one-on-one. You, the leader, not the productivity coach, not the mentor, you. You make the determination on how you can help them. You sit down one-on-one and you see how you can help this person. And your goal is to get 5 people out of that 160 producing 5 to 10 deals a year. And that's a very easy conversation. Because those people are probably not talking to enough people, they're probably not focusing on their database, they're not talking to their sphere of influence, and they're not doing the consistent everyday actions that they need to get the deals done. If you're a leader in my position as a team leader in an office, you probably know how somebody can become productive. So your goal is to find 5 of those people. Now, if you take, in my area, 5 of those people would probably bring $125,000 bottom line to the office. And if your business made an extra $125,000, and I'm going to talk about some large franchises now, if you put an extra $125,000 to your bottom line, you would be a rock star. And so all you have to do is stop ignoring and stop passing over these agents that are non-producing, because these agents they did not spend money and get the real estate license to do nothing. They probably just don't know what to do. They probably need help. They probably need a hard conversation on what they need to do. They need real estate therapy. And so you need to get into them one-on-one and have a really tough conversation with them and find out how you can help them. They all have a deal hanging out there waiting for them. They all know somebody that's going to buy, sell, or rent. All of them. So you just have to figure out how to have that conversation. So if you stop focusing on quote unquote producers, which in reality, the agents who are producing is a super small market. Most agents that are producing are not moving around. Some are, for sure some are. Most are not. The biggest opportunity is the non-producing and the non-licensed agents, and that is what you should be focusing on if you want fast money. If you want fast money to grow your office. If you have an office, and I'll take one of these, first of all, the team leader in this office is no bueno, he's no good, because he is negative in their office. They're negative hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know. I can't explain it. But if they focused on the 160 agents that they 100% have that are not doing anything, and they got 30 of them to produce one deal, that's a game changer. But those 160 agents are being ignored. And that is where the missed opportunity is that you need to focus on your people, and you need to get people to focus on your people. So if you're a team leader, you're super busy. I get it, you're super busy. The printer's broken, you have appointments, and there's a whole bunch of stuff to deal with. Then you have to leverage yourself with your staff the right way, with the right people, to make sure that those people get the attention that you need. And this is the other thing. Those 160 people probably know people at other offices that you could probably bring over. And then now you're growing at that end. But at the end of the day, if you focus on the 160 people in your office that are not producing, and go find 5 of them to become cappers, which is, in my area, 5 to 10 deals a year, depending on the price point. That's going to increase your profitability massively. So that's what you need to do. Stop ignoring the non-producers, hold your coaches and mentors accountable, help those struggling agents just a little bit more. Just get there and help them a little bit more. When they win, you have to celebrate them. So when you get a new person that wins and sells something, you have to push that out and let people tell your story. Help them tell your story. Make them feel like this is awesome. I want to feel this again, and help them go get another one. That's the way you win. If you need help with this, you want some one-on-one conversation, hit me up, send me a message in the DMs, text me, sign up for a demo, and hope this was helpful. Have a great day.